In this video I'm going to show you how to do some derivative questions. The question is asking find the derivative of function using the definition of derivative, state the domain of the function and the domain of its derivative, right? So since we have lots of questions here, I'm going to do a tough one. The 27th one is a little bit tougher. Before I do this question, I make sure I'm doing it right. So they are asking you to do this question in a definition are they asking to do this using the definition of derivative, but first of all I'm going to do this with a quotient rule because that's much simpler. So I can do by that one, then I can verify with the definition of derivative. Let's see. So first of all, according to quotient rule, what we have to do is first we have to find the derivative of the top one and multiply by the bottom one minus when then we have to find the derivative of bottom one and multiply by the top one and then bottom square. So let's do that. So if I find the derivative of top one, like if you use the power rule, it's minus 2 times this is 1 power, right? So minus 2 times 1 is minus 2 and this is 1 minus 1, it becomes 0. So the minus 2 is the derivative of the top one. Multiply by the bottom one is 3 plus t, and now what I have to do is I have to deduct the derivative of bottom one is going to be 1 because t to the power of 1, this is t to the power of 1 and 1 multiplied by t and 1 minus 1 is 0. So t to the power of 0 is 1, so 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. You may ask why don't you consider this number? This number because if whatever the power in front of this number is 0, t to the, like for example this is invisible, like in here it should be it's t to the power 0 because that's then only that's number exists itself, because t to the power 0 is 1, so 3 times 1 3. So in this case we take the 0 and multiply by 3. When we do derivative we multiply this power of 0 by 3 and it will cancel and it will disappear, so we don't have to consider it's just going to be the 1. And then I multiply the top one as it is, 1 minus 2t, and then the bottom square 3 plus t square, right? Let's multiply and expand it. It's going to be minus 2 times 3 is going to be minus 6 plus minus 2 times t is going to be minus 2t, then um, minus 1 times 1 is going to be minus 1, and minus 1 times 2t is going to be plus 2t. So according to this you will see 2t cancels and the remaining bottom part is 3. If you expand this one, it's going to be 3 square plus 6t plus t square, right? Then I can simplify this even more, like minus 7 over 9 plus 60 plus t square. This is the final answer of the derivative. But since they are asking you to do this in a derivative, definition of derivative, I'm going to do this with the definition of derivative, and this is my answer. I can check the final answer with this one to make sure I'm doing it right. So first of all, I grab this equation. So the derivative equation is this. This is g of t, right? So in order to find the derivative of g of t, so g prime t is going to be equal to limit h approaches 0, and limit h approaches 0, this is going to be um, f of, not f of, in this case g of, because they have given in g, so we put g of t plus h minus g of t over h. This is the formula for derivative. And first of all I'm going to find this the g of t plus h separately. G of t plus h. So all we have to do is we grab the same formula right here, and instead of t I'm going to apply t plus h. So g of t plus h is going to be 1 minus 2 times t plus h over 3 plus 3 plus t plus h. So this is my equation for g of t plus h. If I expand this one, it's going to be g of minus 2t minus 2h over 3t 3 plus t plus h, and this is my equation for g of t plus h, and for the equation for g of t, it's going to be exactly the same thing because it's already g of t, so we don't have to find it separately. We can apply the exact same thing. So let's write limit h approaches 0. If I write this one, it's going to be 1 minus 2t minus 2h over 3 plus t plus h minus, and I put the g of t here. It's going to be 1 minus 2t over 3 plus t or over h, right? Now what we have to do is we have to find the common denominator. In order to find the common denominator, I have to multiply these both, and then I have to multiply this one by this top one and this one by this top one. Let's do this one. Let's multiply the bottom one and get the answer. Okay, I do this. I bring this one here. Okay, so let's do this. So let's find the bottom denominator right here. It's going to be 3 plus t plus h multiplied by 3 plus t. So in order to find the denominator, I had to first multiply everything by 3, then add multiply everything by t, and then add it together, right? So if I multiply everything by 3, it's going to be 9 plus 3t plus 3h, then plus 3t plus t square plus th, right? So this is my denominator. If I add together, it's going to be 9 plus 60 plus t square plus 3h plus th. So this is my common denominator, and now what I have to do is I have to put it in the formula right here. It's going to be limit h approaches 0. The top part is going to be in this part is going to be 1 minus 2t minus 2h is going to be multiplied by this, going to be 3 plus multiplied by 3 plus t, right? 3 plus t, then minus 1 minus 2t is going to be multiplied by 3 plus t plus h, 3 plus t plus h, and the bottom part is going to be the denominator we have found already. It's 9 plus 6 t plus t square plus 3h plus th. Now after this there's a bottom h gonna be remaining. Now I have to multiply this 1 minus 2t minus 2th by 3t. Let's see what we get right here. 1 minus 2t minus 2h times 3 plus t. If I expand this one, it's going to give me, first I have to multiply by 3 and then multiply by t. It's going to be 3 minus 6t minus 6h plus t minus 2t square minus 2th, and this is going to be this top one, 3 minus 6t minus 6h plus t minus 2t square minus 2th. Then I have to find this one. It's going to be 1 minus 2t times 3 plus t plus h. So first of all I have to multiply by 1. It's going to be 3 plus t plus h. Then I have to multiply this one by negative 2t. It's going to be minus 6t plus minus 2t square minus 2th. So if I subtract these both, let's see, I put this one here, the minus the one I found here. It's going to be minus 6t minus 2t square minus 2h, and I had to put this into plus 3 plus t plus h right here. So let's see, to make this simple, I cancel everything that can be cancelled. 60 60 cancels because minus minus plus 60 cancels, and 2t square it's cancelled because minus minus is become plus, so minus 2t square plus 2t square cancels. And then what I can do is t here, let's see, okay, this is t, this t is positive and this t is positive, but it's going to become negative because this is multiplied by negative, right? So t cancels, and then what else we can cancel right here? 2t square, okay, that's all we can cancel. So it's gonna be 3 minus, wait a minute, okay, this is t, okay, 3 minus 6t minus 6h plus t minus 2t square, this is 2th, right? 2th, and this is 2h minus 2h plus h is going to be minus h. Okay, 3 minus 6h minus h, and here we got something like minus 2h. Okay, 3 also cancels, 3 cancels right here, and this is minus 2h, it's gonna become positive 2h, and this is gonna become minus h, and here we have 2th, we have 2th right here. Okay, 2h, here is it positive or negative? Minus 2h, it's 2th, and this one is, there's no way we can get 2h alone, so here it's 2th, 2, this is 2th, so 2th cancels, so only thing we have left is with minus h minus 6h, so it's going to be 3 minus minus 6h minus h, and 3 also cancelled already, so we have to get rid of that. Now the bottom is going to be the common denominator we found here. It's going to be minus 9 plus 60 plus t square plus 3h plus th. After this we have the bottom here, this one. Let's do the math. Minus 7h over 9 plus 6t plus t square plus 3h plus th over h. H cancels. The remaining part is 9 plus 60 plus t square, and now this is all. Before we put that, we have to always keep limit h approaches 0 until we apply the 0, right? Limit h approaches 0. Here also limit h approaches 0. Now finally I can apply the 0 for h values. So this will become 0, this will become 0. The bottom, the remaining part is minus 7 over 9 plus 6t plus t square. This is my final answer, and it exactly matches the answer I found before. Therefore, it's 100% right. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.